Hi guys, we just wanted to show you how to measure your eyebrows. It's really easy. So what you're going to do is just take a straight object. I just use this tinkle razor and then a white, I know it's Chinese name, and use this white pencil. And what you want to do is you want to measure from your nose. So we just measure nose and we draw a little white line. And we're going to do this side too. And then if she opens her eyes, sorry this light is bright. Now we're going to measure from right here over her pupil, and that should be where your arch is. And then we'll do it from this side into right where your eye crease is right there. And that should be where your tail ends. So since we've done that already, now we're going to use our pencil. And we're going to draw a line from this corner all the way to this peak. Just one straight line. We're going to do the same thing on the top. And then we're going to pull this line down to the last line. And then I always get a wet Q-tip to kind of clean things up a little, because you can tell it's kind of harsh right now. And we're just going to make a point with our Q-tip. And then we can clean these lines up. And go in with our pencil again and just pencil it in. If you want more of a hairy look, when you use your pencil, don't color it in like a crayon. Just do little strokes in between. I'm just going to fill hers completely in, because what we're doing is we're just figuring out a good shape for her face before we do any of the semi-permanent microblading.
What's the best brow pencil to use?
I love this IT Cosmetics one. It's called Brow Power. It's a universal taupe, and on their, I know at Ulta they're kind of more expensive, but if you just go straight to IT Cosmetics and look up that universal taupe, Brow Power, you can get 3 for, I think it's like $40. Wow. So that's like eyebrows for life.
And then if you get them microbladed, you don't even need it.
Yeah, you won't even need it. But I use this pencil on all my clients just because it looks good on so many different skin types. Mm-hmm. So this, with the microblading, this eyebrow is really, it looks probably pretty thick and stuff. I always tell people, remember, we're not coloring it in with a tattoo. We're doing little tiny hair strokes, so it's not going to look this outrageous. She's like, I'm nervous.
No,
so then I just clean it up, and you guys will see from now until once we do the microblading and it's done, you'll see how much thinner it really is. But of course, I'm not going to just start microblading right now. I'm going to do her other eyebrow, and then I'm going to let her see it. So we'll be back for step 2 in probably 15 minutes.
Yes, and a good thing that Amy told us earlier is each person is different. She will draw it on, and then you get to decide how thick, if you want more, if you want less, and that is very encouraging. So
yes, it is not a one-size-fits-all.
Yes, so Ashley can stand up, and if she doesn't like it at all, if it's too much, if it's too less, she gets to decide, and Amy will erase or add more and customize it to what you like. So that's encouraging.
In the meantime, y'all go check out Amy's Instagram so you can kind of figure out what we're doing. If you don't know much about microblading, Google it. It's a, I think she already said this, it's a semi-permanent tattoo.
You got a face tat.
Yeah. But most of you know I have my eyeliner done, so I'm hoping this is less pain than that. She put my numbing cream on already, so I'll let y'all guys know in a little bit.
Okay, we'll be back. See y'all later.
Rip it off, and then you can.
We're back.
Hey guys, okay, so we're gonna do our first pass. We drew on her eyebrows. You saw that on the first video, so if you didn't see it, go back and watch the video on how to draw on eyebrows because it's very important. So now what we're gonna do is I'm going to go over her eyebrows just once with my little microblading needle. So the first pass is just to kind of see where we drew on the eyebrows. We'll do up to 3 passes, and we'll be able to get it more detailed in between these little hair strokes that I'm putting in right now.
This is just to set your, I guess, outline or...
Yeah, how does it feel, Ash? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, how's the pain? 1 to 10?
2, 3, maybe.
Oh, good.
It's nothing like that eyeliner.
She was really nervous, so that
I was
makes me
so
happy.
nervous. She uses numbing cream, so it's not.
We're listening to Britney Spears, of course, because I tattoo best listening to Britney. Things that you guys should look for if you are going to get your eyebrows done is just do your research. Make sure, I know everyone has to start somewhere, but just make sure that you're going to someone that's experienced. Ask questions, ask a lot of questions.
She picks your color too, and she says she mixes the perfect color for you. So, once again, not one size fits all.
Yeah.
For color.
And the color is more harsh at first before it fades, but it's not too bad.
The reason that this tattoo only lasts, well, the reason it's a semi-permanent tattoo is because I'm barely breaking the first layer of her skin. When you get a real tattoo, they go very, very deep into your skin, and that's why they last a lot longer. This is just barely breaking the first layer. A lot of the times, people think the worst part about this is the sound it makes. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I kind of hope you can't hear it.
It really doesn't sound too bad.
This is not bad at all, y'all. I mean, it doesn't feel good, but it's not bad.
Yeah, it's tolerable.
Yeah.
A lot of people also, they ask, what's the downtime? Like, how long am I going to not be able to go out in public? Your eyebrows might be red for maybe 2 hours after you get this done, and then you'll be completely fine. How I do it with my healing process is you have to have medicine on them for 7 days. A lot of people are starting to say you don't need medicine on them. I say it's a cut. You treat it as if it's a cut. And I think they heal a lot cleaner with the medicine, but that's just my personal preference.
Adriana, I saw that you asked about dark hair. I am actually getting mine done after her, and I have dark hair, and so I'm getting darker brows, and she is going to mix me a different color than Ashley is getting done. So I'll be sure and get Ashley to take a picture and show you that anybody can get it done. She just mixes a certain color for what you want.
Yeah.
But mine will definitely be darker than Ashley's. Ashley's is a medium, and mine will be a dark brown.
Okay, so that's pretty much the first pass.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I'm going to clean it up. What you guys will see when I clean it up, it's not completely done at all. So don't judge it off of this. But now I know.
Did you do like what, 3 passes? 2 passes?
That was just one pass.
She will do 3 passes by the time we're done. So it'll be 3 different times she'll go through and make hair strokes and even it out. Someone asked, how long does this last? What is your
So
recommend?
it's semi-permanent. I'd say 1 to 3 years, but what I do is I recommend a yearly color touch-up just to make them look fresh. So if you want to come down here, so now you can start to see the little hair strokes form,
Oh my gosh, it looks so real.
Oh, I can't wait to see.
and then obviously those ones. So now what I'm going to do,
I mean, you can't even tell you have color. That looks like your natural eyebrow.
yeah. So and you can tell this will obviously be a lot thicker the more we go through it. But this seems so dramatic. That's because it's completely full. These are little tiny hair strokes, so it's
That's
not
what
going to
makes
be
it
as
look
crazy.
so
Yeah.
natural. Yeah.
So then I'm gonna just put some numbing stuff in, and then I'll do this left side.
Yeah, it's way less harsh than
Do you
the
guys
drawing.
want to see the left side, or do you want to come back for the left side? Comment and let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to see this whole process from the time she gets done, or do you want me to come in and out for her live?
Angie Garcia is shooting over here.
Yeah, say
We'll
hi.
We'll add her link too, so y'all can go check out her work too.
Okay, somebody said they want to watch all of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
I hope we don't bore you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ask questions if you have any. I will ask Amy away.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody else wants the whole process. Okay, we'll be here.
Sorry, my camera is so loud.
No, it's
Oh no.
No, you're
On
fine.
silent mode.
No, you're fine.
It's just a little bit more quiet when I put it in silent mode.
I like the camera noise. It makes me feel cool.
You're so cool.
A good way to find people in your area if you don't, if you're not in Texas or in Salt Lake City, Utah, is look up the hashtag microblading and then where you're from. So like microblading Austin or microblading South Jordan, and usually on Instagram you can find someone that's done theirs.
And look at a bunch of their work. Like, we
Yes.
looked at so much of Amy's work and just loved everything. And if y'all go to her Instagram page, not one eyebrow is the same as the other. And she said that, you know, they approved their eyebrows. Like, they wanted them like that whenever she did them like that. So if you look at one and you're like, oh, I don't like that at all, that person really loved them, you know, so it's just not, like, I can't stress enough, it's not one size fits all. Like, you just get what works for your face and what works for you and the amount that you want, if you want powder or more natural, or, like, this whole process has been amazing. Amy's done exactly what I wanted her to do and told me exactly, like, what would look best on me, and it's just been, like, I cannot wait to see them.
That's crazy how different that looks.
I know.
It looks so natural. And we traveled to Fort Worth for this. We are not in Lubbock, Crystal. We found her and we were like, that is so she's worth going and driving for. She does a great job.
And we flew, so the flight was super quick. It was just,
Yeah, and we
and
just
we're
made a
making a little
girls'
girls' weekend, yeah.
For Ashley's birthday. Woo-woo.
Oh, old.
When's your birthday?
Tuesday, I'm so
Oh my
old.
gosh, how exciting. Do you have any fun plans?
Well, my daughter's doing a gymnastics exhibition,
Oh, cute.
so I'm doing that.
A lot of people do think that we're shaving her eyebrows off. We're not. The worst that can happen is if you look really closely, sometimes I'll pick up a hair and it will just come off.
It's just like plucking it almost every now and then.
Yeah, and it's not even that. Like, she probably didn't even feel it.
No.
It's just like you have loose hairs and sometimes they'll come right off. But definitely don't shave your eyebrows to do this. And if someone is shaving your eyebrow to do this, leave.
Yeah.
Don't
can you
go.
please not do
Don't
that?
stay. How are you feeling, Ash? Are you okay?
Good, yeah. Yeah, this side hurts a little bit more, but
It's so funny. Everyone's left side, I don't know why,
Yeah.
but I swear
Really?
everyone's left side hurts worse, even if I start on the left side. And some things that can happen is I rest my hands right on her sinuses. So some people sound like they just have a really stuffy nose after I'm done, or had a little bit of an allergy attack, but that's kind of it. And this is a 2-part process. This is a 2-step process. What will happen is Ash will leave and she might have some pieces that just don't stay as well. That's totally normal. So the pieces that don't stay and stuff, her skin's just adjusting to getting used to that. So then when she comes back, we'll go over everything again. And the second time just solidifies everything to make it last longer.
then how did you say 4 to 6 weeks?
6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks,
Yes.
For
So
the
we'll come
second
back.
touch-up.
Yeah, we'll come back to Fort Worth 6 to 8 weeks to do the touch up after this.
Someone asked if you've had yours tattooed, can you still get them microbladed to cover up what they've done?
Yes, you can.
I bet you do a lot of fixing,
I
don't
do a
you?
lot of
Yeah.
fixing. Just make sure that they're pretty faded. If they're like brand new, obviously that wouldn't work very good.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see the strokes.
But the more faded, the better. So come in close to this. So this was just one pass. So they're obviously not done.
You can't
but
even
you
tell
can-
what's hair stroke and what is Ashley's eyebrow. That's how natural that looks. You can't
Yes.
even tell what is drawn.
And I
what
told
is...
Amy I wanted natural. I didn't want anything harsh, and so I cannot wait to see them.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
it's crazy, Ashley. They look like your actual eyebrow.
I'm going to put some more numbing stuff in here. And we'll go back to the right eyebrow.
Okay. So far, the pain is not bad, y'all. It's not like the numbing cream probably burns more than the actual.
That's what I thought too. That
the
is so
actual
funny.
cuts, yeah. And I just like that there's not any noise. Like she said, the noise is probably the worst part. It's nothing compared to getting eyeliner because you don't hear the machinery.
Not a machine that's
Yes.
buzzing. You just got a notification. Congratulations, this is your most liked live video yet.
Do you guys have any questions of the process? Like, what are some concerns you have if you were to do this?
And start to finish, what would you say the average time for someone to expect to come the first time?
So for me, I tell people an hour and a half from the time you get here to the time you're leaving. I've had a lot of people that I've done like their touch-up session. I didn't do their first session for whatever reason. They just didn't go back to the
You fixed it?
person. Yeah, I was fixing it. And they were concerned that they were going to be here for 3 hours. I personally don't take that long. The thing that takes the longest is when we drew on her eyebrows, she has to approve that. So we critiqued them a little bit and fixed them. That's the part that takes the longest, which is I want that part to take the longest because once we have that, once you have your eyebrow shape chosen, then that's what we're going off of. We're going to use that exact same shape.
Do they scab like a tattoo?
No. So, these will scab wet. So, with how I teach people to do the healing treatments is you want to keep your eyebrows really moist with Aquaphor so that they don't scar. So, if you have your eyebrows wet and they're healing, it will be a wet scab, so they won't be flaky. I saw a girl that does microblading. She is into not putting any healing stuff on them, and I'm not sure how that works just because that's not what I was taught to do. So everyone that does this should be certified and trained to the point where they should have the correct healing process figured out for them. So just listen to what they say to do. I just think that it's a open cut and you should take care of it like it's an open cut.
What is the risk of infection?
The risk of infection is very, you give into it what you put, or you get out of it what you put into it. So I told Ashley, wash your hair before you come, because you won't be able to get your hair wet for 48 hours so you won't have infection. If you wash your hair and you have like bacteria in your hair, these little cuts, they'll be open for 24 hours. So if you wash your hair, that bacteria is going to go right into this little cut, and that could cause infection. So I just avoid that stuff at all costs because it's totally not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
And before we went on to Facebook Live, we actually did a test piece right behind Ashley's ear with the ink, just to make sure she's not like allergic to anything we're doing. Maybe I've never had anyone allergic, but I would hope that wherever you go, they test for that, because you don't want to be like all swollen and stuff on your face. That would just be the saddest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was our second pass on the right eyebrow. So now you'll notice it's more detailed. Once I clean all this good stuff off.
I'm getting a lot of questions of cost. Would you prefer someone private message you, or is that something you mind sharing?
Yeah, private message. Well, for me, I charge $4.50, and I charge a lot less than what typically people charge out here in Texas. In Utah, $4.50 is a good amount. In Texas, people charge, I've heard from like $600 to $800.
And that includes the touch-up, right?
Yeah, that includes your touch-up. And prices change and all that good stuff.
So for right now, that's what it is right now.
Yeah.
I know some people don't really feel comfortable giving that information, so I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, no, that's totally.
Yes, Tracy, that is why we went to Dry Bar. We took advantage of it and went to Dry Bar last night.
Did you guys like the Dry Bar?
Love
your hair,
it.
both your hair looks amazing.
I love it. And their products smell so good.
So I was just doing a little more in-betweens on things I saw right away. They're not finished, but I like to kind of, when I see it, fix it.
And honestly, the second pass was less painful than the first. So
I guess
so
you
then
get used to
the
it.
numbing stuff's working.
the numbing stuff works.
And I'm going to put more numbing
And I
stuff.
say painful, I wouldn't even call it painful. It's like, I'm not wincing, I'm not tearing up, like,
So natural,
if y'all see.
How are you feeling, Ashley? Someone wants to know if it's tender or just pressure.
It's a little tender. It's really hard to explain. It's not painful. Like I said, painful really wouldn't be the way to explain it. It's just a little irritating, maybe.
It doesn't hurt.
No,
it's
it
just
doesn't
an
hurt.
irritable
It's like just like a little. It feels like a wire
Annoying.
brush, kind of. Yeah.
Like, could you not scratch my eyebrow?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. It is. If you've had your eyeliner done, it's like nothing compared to that. It is.
Everyone thinks they look good.
Yay.
Sorry about my voice, y'all. I'm so congested. It's driving me nuts.
You don't even sound that bad.
Yes, I can feel it. I love Lady Gaga.
I came to Lady Gaga in Dallas like 6 years ago.
I would love to go see her.
7 years ago, maybe? Oh my gosh, I'm old. So old.
Don't put things in perspective.
Right?
Embrace it. You're not old. Sure, go
You're
with it.
just getting started.
You're right. 30s are the best. Honestly, I really do feel like 30s are the new 20, right?
This is really good for blondes. If you're a blonde and you don't have eyebrows,
Y'all, I have no, like, my eyebrows are so blonde.
they're very blonde.
Mm-hmm.
Amy, is it okay that I photograph you?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
totally. I hope the camera doesn't break.
Stop it. You're so cute.
In Amy's apartment, we're doing it in her apartment, and it
She
is the
has, like,
cutest
a-
thing.
Yes, a room.
Yeah, we're
Show
in
them
a
the
spare
room.
bedroom. Here, I'll come from where you walk in. She just has
Nobody stop
a little
Amy, okay?
couch and a looks like a massage table set up.
Yes.
And here's her little workstation. Here's the color that she mixes and does all that.
Y'all, I cannot wait to watch this video because I can't see anything.
And there's a bathroom. It's so cute in here.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. I didn't notice. Another reason that touch-up is so important is because what can happen is the color might not fade the right way on her skin. So it might fade kind of ashy or even just too red. For your touch-up, you get to fix that. And if you decide, a lot of people for their very first appointment, they're kind of nervous, so they don't want to go too thick because they don't know what the outcome is going to be. So if you decide you want to go thicker for your touch-up, that's totally doable.
Do most people go more bold their touch-up?
Yes.
I would assume so.
It's
Yeah.
the funniest thing. So I
Like,
did
no,
my
I want more.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did my mom's eyebrows, and she just didn't really have any eyebrows, which is normal. Also, hello, we all lived in the 90s. Like, we plucked the crap out of our eyebrows. That's what was cool and trendy. And so my mom just didn't have that many eyebrows, and we penciled them in, and just penciling them in, she was terrified because she
Like,
never
no, I don't
penciled
want
them in. And so me and my sisters had to talk her up a little, talk her into doing it a little.
Like, Mom, trust me.
Yeah,
This
like,
is what I
Mom.
do.
It's gonna be fine. And after they were done, she still, because they are darker when they're fresh. So right after they were done, she was still not used to them at all. And so we're like, Mom, you'll get used to it. It's fine. Give it time. And then for her touch-up, you guys, she literally, the first thing she said, she's like, can we go like thicker and darker? Okay, Mom.
She's so cute too. She's here watching Amy's little boy.
Yeah, she's here visiting.
He's 3 months old. He's so cute.
He's the cutest. Being a mom is so fun. Okay, so that's the second
Oh my
pass.
gosh, I can't wait for mine.
And we talked about this. I have a lot of people ask if you can do this pregnant and nursing. And she said check with your doctor, but she's never had a doctor say no. So it's like, it's
Safe for
safe.
everybody.
Yeah.
And she goes through and she'll pluck where it needs to be done, so you make sure they look the best they can. This process just looks so easy. It does. It's
Like,
not
I don't
as
feel
harsh
like
as
you're
I thought,
working,
yeah.
I know you're working hard, but
Yeah.
But I just
I don't
expected
feel like,
so much.
I feel like
and-
it's like just comes naturally to you.
Yes, I definitely practiced a lot.
Yes. How many people do you think you've done?
I'd say over 300.
Oh, wow. And how long have you been doing it?
A year.
Yeah. Wow.
And you do a really good job for only been doing it in a
Yeah.
year.
Thank
This
you.
is kind of like a new thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very new.
Well, and a lot of people were very skeptical of us getting these done because it is new, and I guess older generations are just very afraid of this.
But it's
So
But it's
nicer.
it's semi-permanent
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
So
I would actually say most of my clientele is older women.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Their eyebrows just stop growing.
I could see that.
Yeah. And they like that this is more natural compared to the other
Right,
tattoo
tattoo.
that's very solid.
I seriously, Ashley, cannot believe
I can't wait to
it
see.
looks like your eyebrows. That's
This
Isn't
is
that crazy?
this is nice because she gets to like wake up and just have these eyebrows. When she goes out and stuff, she can put as much makeup on them as she wants, but she knows where to put the makeup.
Right.
yeah, like these are. If you end up wanting more, you already have your base of where they should be outlined, where they should.
And that
be.
is something that I needed because I cannot for the life of me do my eyebrows very well. So but I love that they're going to be natural and if y'all know me or follow me at all, like, you know that I don't have a lot of time as a mom of two, and so just being ready to walk into Walmart without having to take 20 minutes even to get ready is going to be so nice.
Caitlin, we're in Fort Worth. We did a girls trip. We flew in last night and we started here at 10 this morning. But we didn't really start. We came to talk to her and we were a little late because we couldn't get an Uber to come get us. So this whole process is not very long. It's really nice. And Ashley's going first. I'm going to go after her. I'm so excited.
So glad people are asking questions.
I know. I think people are just still so new that they're not really.
Well, what a cool thing to
curious.
watch. Like, I can't wait to watch it.
It's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
I love doing it just because I like watching it.
Yes.
Like, always amazed, like, what? I did that? Heck yeah, Amy. Like,
Yes,
give myself
good
a high
job.
Go, Amy!
five. I'm like so proud of myself.
Like, pat on the back.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
Okay, so look, so that was my third pass. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go more detailed in between. But that's the shape. That's pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
You can see there's just like that spot right there that needs a little piece in there.
So you just kind of go back and do
Yeah.
what you need to do.
Fill in.
Yeah.
And this is, so that's all microblading. So this is not any soft tap.
So cool. It's crazy, like it shaped your face so different and it looks so good.
Can't wait to see.
And you guys saw how thick her eyebrows were drawn on. This is the outcome of that thick eyebrow. So remember, it will
completely
be
different.
very different. It's just for the shape.
And it's just not as harsh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was my one thing that I told her. Is it going to be this dark? And she said no. And I said, is it going to be this harsh? And she said no. And I said, okay, I'm happy with that then.
Do you tweeze the hairs that grow in out of place, or is it better to get them shaped?
When I do eyebrows, I tell people not to do any of that stuff before they come, just so I can do it. And then I can see where their hair grows. Because doing this is, we're just trying to make life easier. If you go and get this done and it's completely off where your natural hair grows, that's just going to be a pain because you're going to have to be constantly plucking or constantly waxing. So I just stick with what her natural shape would be if she kept growing hair, if they were thicker and stuff.
And I don't tweeze or pluck
Yeah.
or do anything
And
because
that-
I have like no eyebrows. So
Yeah, and then she doesn't have to spend all that time figuring it out. Like, should I be plucking here? Should I not be plucking here? Now she knows if it's outside the tattoo line, pluck it.
Is it the same ink as a tattoo?
No, it's a cosmetic ink.
My mom got her eyebrows tattooed,
Uh-huh.
and I think they use like actual tattoo ink. 'cause
Yeah,
they
and
just
that's
look
why
so
they
silly.
fade very blue and stuff from
Yeah.
that tattoo ink.
Tracy, yes, after you get your eyebrows done as well, just pluck where, like she said, if you have one that falls out of this line she's giving you, like where your eyebrows should be and she shapes them, if you see a hair out of place, just pluck it. So like on me, she said I had some, she drew mine in already, was just playing around trying to see what my shape should be, and I have a few out of place, and she said those can just be plucked. So. But don't go plucking in where where she's working at. You might give yourself some open spaces, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to have some real hair with it, so it does seem even more real.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these hairs that barely grow outside the line, I'm going to leave those just so they look even more natural.
And looking at Ashley, I can't see any out of place. Like, they look so natural. So I'm sure you don't have to pluck as much as you think you do. I mean, on yourself, you see things that are out of place and you want to pluck them.
Obviously, if it's like in the middle of my nose, I'm gonna do it.
Caitlin, Ashley explained it as kind of like a wire brush. It doesn't hurt, but it doesn't feel good. So it's kind of just irritating. She said it didn't hurt though. And she said the first time that she went through hurt a little more, but the second and third pass was nothing.
Yeah, and that's just because I put numbing stuff in the actual cut.
Yeah, she has numbed her the whole time, so it's not bad at all.
I think people that kind of psych themselves out are the ones that it doesn't bother.
Yeah, like I thought it was gonna be
Ashley was
way
pretty
worse.
nervous.
Yeah, she's been talking about being nervous. Like, what if it hurts?
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm hungry.
Amy, someone asked what exactly is microblading. How would you explain it to somebody who's like not really sure what it is?
So I would say microblading is a semi-permanent tattoo that lasts 1 to 3 years. Basically, we're just putting pigment, we're putting color into the skin, the first layer of your skin. That's why it doesn't last as long. But it's just a way to get natural looking brows if you don't have them, or enhance your brows, or change your shape a little.
Yeah, she said this scratches the first layer as opposed to a tattoo that breaks the skin a lot more.
Yeah,
So
a tattoo goes very deep into your skin. This is just barely breaking the first layer of your skin.
What is the pain compared to threading?
I've never had threading, so I'm not sure.
I'm not either.
Um,
I know a lot of people
but
get
I
it
wouldn't
done,
even call
so-
it painful. So
What
Yeah,
about the pain to plucking? What would you say?
I don't even pluck. Okay, so
I
I just wouldn't call it painful. It's a
Yeah.
little irritating.
and it right when I stop, it's like done hurting. Like it doesn't
Yeah,
keep
no.
hurting. It's just
Like the
It's
only thing
kinda
I can compare it
sensitive.
to is my eyeliner, and it's like not even comparable. It's not even
Close.
no, because the eyeliner it was like a machine, and you could hear it. Like it was just, and it's right next to your eyeball. Like it's not even comparable at all. I wouldn't even call it painful. Like it's just a little irritating. And the numbing cream burns just a tad. That's probably the worst part.
that's what I thought the worst part was. The numbing stuff burned.
After the 3 years, is there a scar? Like, once the color fades, is there no proof of microblading?
No.
Ooh, that's a good question.
That is a good question. So, with how I teach people to do the healing treatment, there will not be a scar.
So, like, if this style eyebrow goes out of style, that was my mom's biggest worry. Then there will be no,
Yeah, you will be completely fine.
yeah.
Unless you keep it up. Like,
Yeah,
she recommends
right.
getting them done and
I
touched
recommend
up.
you keep them up just so you don't have to
Right.
restart. But yeah,
So after your second touch-up, which is in 6 to 8 weeks, when do you recommend someone comes in again for another touch-up? Like a year or
yeah,
6
I'd say
months?
typically a year. So I'm going on a year. Mine will be, or I've had mine done for a year now, and I'm ready for a touch-up.
But they look so good. You can't even tell she needs a touch-up, y'all.
Oh, thanks. Well, I do have a little bit of makeup on them. But my whole thing with my eyebrows, which is probably, I'm sure a lot of you are going to be like, oh my gosh, that's my problem. I overplucked, completely overplucked, and I was like, oh, hairy eyebrows are in? Well, I'm just going to grow my eyebrows out. And they didn't grow back where I plucked for so long. But luckily, this saved my butt because I overplucked. And mine, I had a really pointy peak right here. And I would always just like pluck it off. But the way that I got mine done, she just filled in my peak to make it look more round. and I really was just, I loved them. I got mine done in St. George, Utah. I'm sure tons of people will be like, oh my gosh, Rachel did your eyebrows, but I went to Rachel Jacobs' studio. She is amazing. Her work is amazing.
And that's who taught
And
you.
of course, that's who taught me, because I did not want to go to someone that I didn't like their work, and her work was just so perfect. I really liked how she would draw them on, and I just trusted her. She's one of my good friends, so I was like, I trust you to give me my first tattoo, and of all tattoos, it's a face tattoo. Like, what am I doing?
I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it was scary. Like, we researched and we stalked Amy's Instagram for, I think we've been talking for about a year. Like, I wanted to make sure that this would be something that I wanted. I wanted to make sure that it would be something that I would really promote. And honestly, Amy's work is amazing. And then after doing it and being here and being around her, like, I can honestly say it's totally worth it. I haven't even seen my eyebrows yet, and I can already say it's worth it. So
They look so good. What is the full cost of the year touch-up one? Like the after you're done with the first process?
So for the first, I can't remember what. Let me think. I think I have $275 for a full year touch-up.
and we can add all the pricing and info too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After we're done.
I can go back in and edit
And
so
you
that
can
it'll be
always
here.
message Amy and figure out if this is something you want to do, and she can talk you through the whole process again,
Yeah.
or give you information.
And message me. I don't have a Facebook page for my brow account just because I'm kind of not the best at Facebooking. But if you head over to my Instagram account,
Which that link is in
the
this video
link's in
too.
the video, and it's just that brow gal. Head over there, look at pictures. If you have any questions, even if you're somewhere else, like even if you're not in Texas or Utah, still ask questions, because I'd be more than happy to just answer them for you. Just to make you feel more comfortable with the process, because I think microblading is awesome. I think everyone should experience it the right way.
But it's scary if you don't know about it.
Yeah.
It's like really scary.
And it's not abrasive. It sounds way more harsh than it is, and these look so natural.
Well, you've seen the whole thing. Like, I haven't.
She's not crying.
No, I don't even have tears. Like, I'm a little clammy, I think, just because I
You're
was nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of hot in here too.
Well, and I was just,
Okay,
a little
so-
nervous, but
So I'm not completely done. What I do now is I use this little razor thing, and I just always shave their peach fuzzes around their eyebrow. If you get one of these razors, you can actually shape your eyebrow really well, because this is straight, so your eyebrow should be
just be
straight
careful.
like this.
I wouldn't want to do it myself.
Don't go.
Yeah.
So see how that's a straight line right there? And then you come right here and there's another straight line. So when you're shaving them, just go right to those lines. And a lot of people, so I use this. This might be TMI for you guys, but I use these razors for my whole face. A lot of people are scared to shave like their peach fuzz and stuff on their face because they think like
I have
it's
peach
gonna
fuzz
grow back
bad.
thicker and black and all that stuff. The only reason it feels different is because you cut off the point of the hair. So it's not growing back thicker. Your hair will not just all of a sudden grow back thicker, or else we would hopefully all have amazing hair on the top of our heads. So it's really good to clean your skin. It gets like that dead layer off of your skin that sometimes the cleaning stuff can't do. So okay, so now what I do is I don't let my client look at them until I've looked at them and approved of what they're looking at. Because sometimes if you have them sit up, it looks a little different. So
Yeah, from being
have
upside
all
down.
Yeah.
of you sit on that.
And she does everything like upside down. It's crazy.
That's true.
Okay, so that lighting.
Okay, now I have the
but-
panel of viewers looking
Yeah, now
at me.
everyone can see. Here, come, turn towards this way, because this lighting's way better. And then people can see it better.
Yeah,
so bring
I was
that
like sweating.
over here.
Well, and it's red.
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah, it's a little red. This will stay red for maybe 2 hours. But other than that,
Oh my gosh, they look awesome.
yeah.
See how real, like, that looks like her eyebrow. You can't even tell.
Okay, y'all are getting to see all of this before me.
I love them. I don't think I need to fix anything on them.
Okay.
But even though I think they're perfect, this is Ashley's face, and we want to make sure that she loves them. So now I'm going to let her see the moment
Of truth.
Oh, wow. They're like so natural. Yeah, I love them, y'all.
And see, they weren't as harsh as the drawn
No, like these are 10 times. Like, that's so crazy.
What do you guys think? Do you guys
Oh
love
my gosh! Like I'm gonna cry. I had no eyebrows, y'all. This is crazy. Like,
You are
why am
so-
I gonna cry?
Cry, do it. Cry, cry. I'm just kidding.
Honestly, they look so natural
color's
and
perfect.
so good.
Yeah, this color right now is perfect.
Yeah.
It will fade a little bit. So for her touch up, I think I'm going to go a little bit darker just so it fades to this color.
Yes.
But you guys can see it's like,
Oh my gosh.
They look so
I
real.
cannot even.
I just can't look how
I just
real
can't
they look.
believe, like,
and this is when I pat myself on the back.
yes. Because she's so
I love
awesome.
them.
Oh my
They look
gosh.
so pretty.
I can't, like, wow. That is
No,
just
that's
so
perfect.
What do you guys
natural.
think? Like the video if you think they look good.
Yeah.
I hope you guys like the video. That will be embarrassing if there's like no one.
Yeah, seriously. I'm just
Ashley's
glad y'all
gonna-
were here and asked questions and
Yeah.
They look so good.
So cute.
crazy. It's so crazy,
It's
y'all.
crazy how much better they look like without the filling in. They look so.
Oh, tons of likes. You guys are awesome. I have the chills.
They
Y'all,
look,
I cried. I like literally cried when I saw
they
them.
look so pretty.
That is just crazy. It's so crazy.
The redness has already gone away.
Yeah.
Like since you.
Yeah, it's
saw
already
that.
getting less
Mhm.
red.
Well, what do you think? You're good?
I love them.
Anything you want me to fix on them?
I don't think so.
Stare at them.
Yes,
I mean,
Sarah.
they look way better than I could have ever done them.
And they just don't look harsh. You don't have harsh lines.
Before, awesome.
They are just. It looks so natural.
That is, it's just crazy. Like, I'm blown away.
Is there a before shot? Yes, we will post the
Yeah.
before shot. I have a before and after that I'll send to Ash and she can post it and all that stuff. Someone said, please tell me where you're located in Texas. So I'm in North Fort Worth. I charge $4.50 and another please send a before pic. So we'll do all that stuff. But
They're amazing.
It's just, it's unreal.
oh, I was gonna say, so you guys can see this little how it's kind of shiny. That's actually her body healing itself already. I can't remember what it's called, but it's actually really good. So that will happen, and then I'm gonna put some medicine on it right away too. But I'll take the after picture and gloss them up.
Wow. I'm just blown away. Like, I'm
Do you
just.
I
ever
just can't believe how good they look.
come
Blown
to San
away.
Antonio. So I just had a baby, so I will not be traveling for a while. I suggest you do what these girls did, and they made it like a fun girls' weekend trip, and come out and see me. The best way to get in touch with me is through my Instagram account, or you can email me at
It is insane.
thatbrowgal@gmail.com.
I need you to get.
And
this
we'll
up.
do
Yeah.
we'll put prices and all that stuff on too. Yeah, and we'll do a before picture. Or we'll send the before and afters. We'll do it right by each other so you guys can look at it, zoom on in. Yep, perfect. Thanks, Lindsay.
I can't wait to watch the video. Like, there's no way I could ever get my brows like this. I just couldn't. I mean, they would just look like
Well, no, they look drawn
filled
on.
in. Yeah.
These
Yeah.
look like just your hair.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll post the before picture. But other than that, I think we're done here.
And then y'all can still keep commenting on them.
we did it!
Yay! She's awesome, guys. She
Thanks,
is
guys.
awesome. I cried. It was
cried.
amazing.
She
It was
cried.
amazing. Not because of the pain, but because I have eyebrows that aren't blonde. It's just awesome, and they look
They
so
look
natural.
amazing.
So natural. So, thanks for watching, guys.